back playing some Catan, and we lose this match. I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys, and it's because I built on all 4 sheep hexes on the board. So, word of advice, don't do that unless you can get to the sheep port, which I did not do, because that 4 sheep, 8 stone, 5 wood that I built on near the center of the board, I put my road down to the left instead of up to the left where the sheep port was. And if I had done that instead, I would have had a better chance of getting up to that sheep port. But then again, not really, because I didn't build on brick at all, which is my ultimate downfall in this game, besides the obvious building on way too many sheep. And it would have been good to get a 3-for-1 port at least, but as you can see, I have no ports. No ports and an intake of sheep and wood and stone. So yeah, and we're not even playing seafarers. Now if I was playing seafarers, I could build a bunch of ships, go sail around other islands or whatever. If it was the treasure islands, and I could pick up little things of treasure in the sea, but nope, we're just on basic Catan, playing Harbormaster. And if you don't know Harbormaster, there is to become Harbormaster, you have to own 3 ports, any 3, it doesn't matter, and you get 2 extra victory points, and that is really useful. And that it kind of comes with the territory of longest road, because to get to those ports you got to build roads, and if you can link up your roads in a nice continuous line, you'll also have longest road. So there's 4 victory points right there, and then 3 settlements minimum to get Harbormaster, so that's 3 more victory points. That's a total of 7. And then you have great trading ability with yourself to the bank, instead of 4-for-1 sheep, 4-for-1 sheep. Now I did have 1 wheat hex, and that was very helpful whenever a 4 got rolled. But here, Red Teddy gets longest road, and Red Teddy already has I guess just 1 port right now. Red Teddy will eventually get a Harbormaster, that's what I'm trying to say. And he was wise, he built on 6 brick, and the other 2 brick hexes, as you can see, are a 2 and an 11, which is very, very useless in terms of how often they get rolled. Now they should... There's an 11 right there. Now the dice roll should be random, but I believe the dice roll every game is tailored to the person who has the highest level and the highest karma rating and the highest ELO score, because that's how it always seems to work out. So I, for some reason, will be the same level as someone else, maxed out at 20, but I always seem to have to build at least one of my starting settlements on a few numbers that they have also built on, and I just have to guess which one of those will be popular. And that's how it always turns out. Like, very rarely will my numbers be popular, and that just, it makes or breaks the game for me. Usually breaks it, or you usually have to fight to get a win. But, that's how it is. It's a challenge, and I still love playing this game. So, let's see. If you have not been playing Catan Universe, they did have a beta version which was for free, and a few months back they released the official version, and it's $5 for each expansion. So you got Basic Catan $5, Seafarers $5, and then you have Cities and Nights $5. So I paid the $15. I got all of them. I can play whichever one I want, online, multiplayer, lots of fun. Computers, they do the same thing. I play them if I don't have any service, or if I'm trying to do a showcase an especially difficult challenge that is kind of like 1 in a million to pull off against online players. But I mean, they're there, so it's fun. There is no offline multiplayer though. That's what I would have liked to see. I have the Catan Classic app, which I also bought on the App Store for I want to say $2.99, and you can do offline, like pass and play, up to 4 players Catan, which is pretty good. But then again, they don't have as great of a multiplayer platform as Catan Universe, because this is the mobile version of Catan Universe that you can play on Steam, on your web browser, and that's been going for ever since the beta was started. I want to say 2-3 years ago, probably around 2016 it came out, and they've just been steadily improving it. And now there's seasons, so if you want to try to get a high rank in a season, kind of like in well, the only game I can think of right now is Fortnite. I think they're on season 7. Well, Rocket League too. I can't remember what season Rocket League is on, but it's kind of like that, where you try to rise up the leaderboards each season and be like the best settler of Catan. So, other things about this tragedy of a game. I was gonna go for longest road, because I believe late game is when you should try to steal it away from people and then get them to focus on that, while at the same time you can be buying development cards or just upgrading your settlements in the cities. And I was at first, before I was going to take longest road, I get this settlement here on that 5 sheep and get the wood port. Now that it helps me a good amount, because I got the 5 wood, I got the 6 wood. So I was like, and I got cities on them, so I was like, oh, alright, wood's gonna be rolling in. I already have 3 cities, so I can just try to, build out some roads. And if I can just take longest road, and I know, like, I was building on way too much sheep, but I was gonna build around to the 5 sheep, 9 sheep, on the very edge there, on the coastline, and I was going to put a settlement there and just have massive amounts of sheep rolling in. And then after that, the game still wasn't over, I was going to build on the 9 sheep to get the 3-for-1 port, which is honestly what I should have gone for before the wood port. But that's just hindsight, man. And Red Teddy over there, he's at 10 points. And the purple players at 3. So I don't know. They just didn't build on very good hexes to begin the game with. And I think they built on 11. They built on that 11 brick to the left, and then whatever other 2 hexes are adjacent to that one. But that was kind of an spot. They could have chosen a better spot. And if everybody's kind of already taken the good spots on the board, look at what ports are still open for you to build on for your starting settlement, and see if you can build on that. And then for your second starting settlement, if you can build on the resources of that port, so you can at least have a really good trade for when your numbers get rolled of, let's say it's the wheat port, just build on a bunch of wheat and get that wheat port. And wheat is actually, that's what, instead of building on 4 sheep hexes, if I built on 4 wheat hexes this game, I honestly probably would have won, because here I'm at 10 points. But Red Teddy, he got longest road taken from him by Usmile, but it doesn't matter, because he realized he could take Harbormaster and build by building a city, and thus that's 3 victory points. So 8 bumped up to 11. He wins just like that. So it was a good game all in all. It would have been cool if it was win by 2, like in ping pong sometimes. But that is what it is, and don't build on so much sheep. That's my word of advice to you guys. See ya.